What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going back kind of to what we used to do on the channel, where we just talk about new Switch games that are out. And this one is a new free Switch game, and it is one that I've been waiting for a really long time, actually, because when it was announced way back, and I think it like E3, it was either 2018 or 2019 when they announced it. I think it was 2019, and then it was supposed to come out on Switch, and then it got delayed, and it was kind of just dead quiet after that. You'd never heard anything about it, and that is Elder Scrolls Blades. Now, just before we get into this review, this is a mobile game. Let that sink in. There's tons of wait times, microtransactions, all of that crap that comes with a mobile game. That is going to be part of this game. So, now that that's sunk in, let's talk about what this game is. So, it is just a mobile Elder Scrolls game that has been ported to the Nintendo Switch finally after a very, very long wait. There was a whole lot of stuff shown on it, and then, like I said, it went dead quiet. We never heard about it again. And it got stealth dropped just the other day on Nintendo Switch, and I've been playing a fair amount of it. Now, if you are a fan of the mobile version, I played a little bit of the mobile version, was not the biggest fan of how it controlled, and I put it down. But if you are still playing the mobile version, if you're a fan, it is cross-play, cross-progression. So you could pick it up on the Nintendo Switch and continue right where you left off on whatever mobile device you were playing on the last time you played it. So what is Elder Scrolls Blades? It is an Elder Scrolls game on mobile devices and now on Nintendo Switch as well. You are a blade. You return to this town that has been burned to the ground, and it is up to you to kind of rebuild this town. You can get new buildings which have wait times, much like Clash of Clans and games like that, that you can upgrade. You can get more prestige, level up your town, which will bring more people back to your town, and you will get new quests from them. You can get new things like Smithy, Alchemy Station. There's a bunch of different buildings that can give you new items and stuff like that, new shops, vendors, things of that nature that you can build in your town, and you kind of just build this town up from the ashes. And that is one of the main mobile parts of this game. Every mobile game these days has a town building aspect. Clash of Clans is one of the biggest one. Raid Shadow Legends has a town building aspect. It's just common all the time in mobile games. It honestly, I think Elder Scrolls Online does it very well. You really get to kind of build up this town. You see the scale and everything because you are playing in the first person perspective in this town, and there's actual NPCs. There is some voice dialogue, voice acting for some of these NPCs. However, it's usually only like the first sentence of the interaction with said NPC, so it's not fully voice acted, but it is kind of a nice touch. And these NPCs, the more you build up your town, the more NPCs will move to your town, and the more quests will become available to you, which is something that's really cool because there is actually a fair amount of actual story in this Elder Scrolls game. This was not something that I was expecting from this kind of like spin-off mobile money grab kind of Elder Scrolls game, but there is actually a decent amount of story content here, and you can actually dig into some lore of these blades and stuff, and it's actually kind of interesting. There is a fair amount of story content, so I do respect that. So just like any other Elder Scrolls game, you're going to create a character. Of all the number of freaking races in this game, there's like 9 or 10 races available, I believe. And then you will go out, you'll collect armor, complete quests, collect more weapons, level up, do all the fun Elder Scrolls stuff that is typically found in an Elder Scrolls game. However, all of this stuff is instanced, so you're going to be selecting a quest. It'll say start quest. You'll go out, and it's basically in an instance zone, a predetermined location with predetermined enemies. You'll either kill a certain number of enemies, or you'll collect a certain number of items, things of that nature, and then the quest will be completed, and you'll be returned to town. And the point of these quests is just to gain experience, get new rewards like armors and stuff, and then you will also get materials you need to help build new buildings and upgrade your town. Now, like I said, it is a mobile game, so you are constantly going to be getting these pop-ups of microtransactions throughout the game, and honestly, a fair number of these microtransactions are pay to win, and which is kind of frustrating because of something we'll talk about a little later down the road. Now let's talk about the actual gameplay of this game. First, I want to talk about the graphics. The graphics are actually, they're not bad. I feel like this was genuinely just ported straight from mobile devices. I don't feel like any enhancements were made for the Switch version of this game because, I mean, they're not that impressive for what we've seen the Switch is capable of doing. However, if this was on a mobile device like a cell phone or something, this would be very impressive. But on the Switch, not so much. I really do think this is just a one-for-one port over. The gameplay itself, going out onto these instance-based quests, is very fun. Like I said before, I did not enjoy the controls on the mobile version of the game. However, playing with an actual controller here is a lot more fun than pressing the screen, because the combat, the way it works is you'll charge up an attack until it hits just the right spot on the circle, and then it lands for the most damage possible. That was really annoying, tapping the screen for that and trying to bring my shield up while doing that. With my fingers, it was just annoying. I didn't like it, but it's very easy to do with a controller, and it's a lot more fluid, and this is just something I enjoy a whole lot more. This is why I've been waiting so long for this to come out on Nintendo Switch, because I was willing to come back and give this game a go, because I thought there was definitely something here. So yeah, the way it plays on Nintendo Switch is very comfortable. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it. The quests are fairly interesting. I feel like it's more of a dungeon crawling game than an actual traditional Elder Scrolls, where you'd go out in the world and explore the whole area of Tamriel, or a region of Tamriel, much like in Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Online, where you can explore these whole regions. This game is very much just, you're in your town, you'll select a quest, you'll go to an instance-based area. But honestly, this doesn't bother me, because it creates this kind of hop in, hop out scenario where you can hop in, complete a quest, and then hop out and do something else. For example, I've been playing a ton of Smite recently. Anyone that knows Smite know that between games there's usually a queue time. You have to sit and you have to wait to get into another game. So the nice thing is I've been able to sit down, play through a quest or two in Elder Scrolls Blades between like ranked Smite games, and then I'm able to put it down again. And another thing that's really nice is something I was not anticipating at all on the Nintendo Switch version, is you're actually able, if you're in the middle of a dungeon or something, or a quest, you could just you could turn off the device, is what I'm trying to say. You could turn off your Switch and then reboot it later, and you'll be right in the same spot, which was something I wasn't expecting because of the online functionality of Elder Scrolls Blades, but it is really nice because I could sit there and play it between Smite games. Now, like I said, the combat, it's fine on the Nintendo Switch. I haven't had any problems. However, it does seem I am like level 10 or something, and it seems you're limited to one hand in shield or two-handed weapons. I haven't found any bows or staffs or anything like that that is traditionally found in the Elder Scrolls game that you can actually use in combat. However, there are like magic-based stuff. As you level up, you'll gain access to skill points, which you can use to then buy attacks, which cost stamina. You can get perks, and then you can get spells, which obviously cost your magicka. So there's that kind of magic use in the game, but there's no traditional, at least from what I've seen so far, there's no traditional staffs like you can use in older Elder Scrolls games. So there is crafting and everything in your town as well. You can craft new armors or brew potions and things like that. And all of these things, much like any other mobile game, they're going to take time. There's an in-game currency called gems. You can buy it with real money, and you can use the gems to speed up these processes. It goes to the same for building new buildings in your town. All of that traditional mobile game stuff. But honestly, it's not that frustrating. I just wait it out. Because I'm playing it between Smite games, typically by the time I'm done with my Smite game, all the wait times are over. So it's not really that big of a deal, at least at the point of the game that I am in. Now, all in all, from what I've mentioned so far, this game is worth the download easily. It's fun. If you're into the Elder Scrolls world, give it a go. It's free. There's nothing that's going to penalize you for downloading this game and just giving it a fair shot. However, since I quit playing the mobile version like a year or so ago, whenever the hell it came out on mobile, they have added quite a few new things that really, I feel, make this game a little more complete and a little more fun. First thing they added was guilds, and guilds are just so you can visit other players, kind of create a community within the game. And then the other thing that they added was a PvP, and this comes in the form of an arena. The arena is you just go 1v1 another player, and you'll battle. It's best 2 out of 3. The winner gains a higher rank and bonus rewards such as armor, potions, gold, things like that. And it's actually a really cool feature. I've had a lot of fun playing the rounds that I have of that. It's a really good time, something that I was not expecting out of this mobile game. Now, when it comes to handheld versus docked playing this game, I really haven't noticed much of a difference. I have noticed a couple instances of like split-second frame drops on the docked version of the game. However, it plays about the same either way. So whichever way you want to go about playing this, have at it. It doesn't really matter. I've been playing mainly handheld actually because of the fact that I've been playing between Smite games, but overall it really doesn't matter. I've played both ways and it's fine. It runs fine. So all in all, at the end of the day, Elder Scrolls Blades is a very standard mobile game. There's a lot of wait times. There's tons of microtransactions popping up at all times, and there is some pay-to-win elements, especially when it comes to the PvP mode, because of the fact that you're able to buy chests and get better gear through real money. This puts you at an advantage over players who are playing the game for free in the PvP arena specifically, but when it comes to the town stuff and doing the quests in town, none of that really is affected by buying stuff on the item shop in game, but it's a standard mobile game. If you're into the Elder Scrolls world, I would definitely recommend giving this game a shot. It is a good game to kind of sink some time into. That you could do a lot for free. You don't really have to spend money on this game. It's very optional, but there's a lot of content there if you want to just hop in and play for free. If you're into the Elder Scrolls world, I think it's fun. I've been playing a fair amount of it, and I plan on continuing playing a fair amount of it. There are some problems with this game, obviously, but I mean, what mobile game is perfect? I have yet to find one myself. And ultimately, it's a free download, so if you do end up not liking it, you really haven't lost anything by playing it and giving it a fair chance. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found it entertaining and helpful, and let me know in the comments below if you're planning on picking up the Elder Scrolls Blades on the Nintendo eShop. I am very interested. I think it's fun. I think it's a good time, and I really wanted to talk about this game, one because it's free, but one because I want to get back to talking about some other Switch stuff aside from specifically Animal Crossing and Pokemon. I still plan on covering those games the most heavily, but it is fun, especially when a game's free and I don't have to spend money to talk about it. I'm more than happy to do that, especially in this regard to Elder Scrolls Blades. Like, it's a free game, might as well bring it up on the channel where people are playing Switch stuff all the time. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you found this video entertaining and helpful. But if you did, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to share the video with your friends to grow this community here on the channel. Speaking of community, we have a community Discord. People are over there playing Animal Crossing, playing Pokemon, doing all that Nintendo stuff. Check that out if that is something that interests you. I do stream over on Twitch. I'm streaming a lot of non-Nintendo stuff right now because of the fact that I don't want to be overwhelmed by Nintendo content. I have a very Nintendo heavy focus on this channel, and I don't want to like upset my core fan base. So I've made a separate channel actually for all those non-Nintendo stream highlights, and that is linked in the description below. It's the same as the Twitch name that's on screen here, so you can check that out if that is something that interests you. All my other social media should be on screen here at this point, so if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the second channel, the stream, anything like that, be sure to check me out there as well. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.